President Donald Trump is often accused of making the world a more dangerous place, for example, with his unconventional approach to nuclear brinkmanship with North Korea. But it seems he's trying to rebrand a little, at least if his latest remarks to the Chinese Vice Premier are anything to go by.
As you know, China is spending a lot of money on military, so are we, so is Russia. And those three countries, I think, can come together and stop the spending and spend on things that maybe are more productive toward long-term peace.
Care of the military like it's never been taken care of before.
New equipment is coming in.
We're going to have the strongest military we've ever had by far.
I'm talking about tremendous defense capability, offensive capability. It's in space, so we're going to do the Space Force. I think it's much better if we all got together and we didn't make these weapons.
Ironic in the extreme. I mean, this is a guy who says we should invade, send troops to Venezuela, which is ludicrous. He's talking war all the time, and he wanted to spend more money on nuclear weapons. He wants to have a space force, which will be hugely expensive. He's talking about every possible way to raise the military budget, and then he turns around and says he hates to see so much spending on war. I mean, if he really didn't want to spend a lot on war, he wouldn't have taken the U.S. out of the INF Treaty, which is starting a whole new arms race.
And Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. In this video, Donald Trump is speaking about he wants to spread peace throughout the four corners of the earth. Speaking like this guy has two faces, man. He has a double tongue. On one side of the coin, he's speaking about, which you saw in the video, expanding the U.S. military, Space Force, creating new weapons. And then on the other side of the coin, he's speaking about peace, man. But he don't really want peace because how he did, like he said in the video, he would never pull out of the INF Treaty and sparked a whole new arms race. So there's no peace. These devils don't really want peace, man. They'll tell you they want peace and then stab you in the back and invade your land and do you dirty. And that's the MO of these goddamn crackers, man. The so-called white man, which are Edomites, according to the Bible, they have been blessed. Our forefather Isaac has given them the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. So they're going to use that sword until they get snatched out of their rulership. There's no peace unto the wicked. Just like it says in Isaiah, the 48th chapter, the 22nd verse. And I'm going to get that real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. It says, there is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh, unto the wicked. So this dude is talking about spreading peace. And while he's on that peace wagon, these other nations is gearing up for war. These other nations are preparing themselves, sharpening up their military, their spending. You saw it, China, Russia, you even have Iran. All these other nations are sharpening their capabilities, spending more and more money on the war machine. But this dude's talking about he want to spread more peace and love throughout the earth. But meanwhile, he's the main one. The United States is leading the nations in building weaponry. But yeah, this guy's talking about peace, man. There's no peace, man, to the wicked, man. That's exactly what it says in Isaiah, the 48th chapter, the 22nd verse. There's no peace, saith Yahweh, unto the wicked. And who is the wicked? Is not Esau the so-called white man and the wicked? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24. Esau is the wicked. Slaki. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man, because on one end of on one side of the coin, like I stated earlier, Donald Trump is pushing war, man. And that's exactly what they're going to get, because the Most High is going to put the spirit on these nations to come up against them, man, and shoot all kind of missiles off on this nation with multiple warheads, and it's going to destroy this land utterly, man. So there's no peace and safety. While he's pushing that peace and safety card, sudden destruction is going to come upon this God-forsaken land that they call America. It says, and they shall not escape. Why they're not going to escape? Because it's going to be ultimately over 200 million missiles with multiple warheads. And now they got these hypersonic nuclear missiles and these supersonic missiles that's able to reach over here in like 5-10 minutes. Tops. Vladimir Putin has been bragging about how he has a new nuclear submarine that's capable of destroying the whole one state within 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So imagine with the multiple warheads, man, what they can do with these missiles, with these hypersonic missiles. There's no peace, man. So all this bull crap that Donald Trump is pushing, that he want to push, man, that's double talk. Because he don't really want peace. What he really want to do is stop these nations from building weapons so they can have the ultimate weaponry, the ultimate military to keep these other nations suppressed and keep these other nations from bucking up against them. But in all reality, America, right along with them gutter rats over there that call themselves Israelis, is going to be destroyed by America's allies, which is Great Britain, France, and Germany. Also, the nation that the Most High put the spirit on to shoot missiles off on this land. So there's no peace, man. So don't believe in that peace, that peace train that Donald Trump is trying to push out there, because he don't even believe in it himself. Sudden destruction is going to come upon this land. Let me read it again. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Upon who? The people that's dwelling in the land of America. 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the rest of the nations, man. Sudden destruction is going to come upon them, and none of them going to escape. The only one that's going to make it out of here is the elect. Because when Yahweh Shah, at the same time the missiles is being shot off, Yahweh Shah is going to bust them skies, bringing death, deliverance, and destruction, man. And like I said, the only one that's going to make it out of here is the 1/3, the 144,000, the first fruits of the governing body of the nation of Israel. That's the only one that's going to make it out of here. But the rest, this whole land is going to be destroyed. Right along with Esau, 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that's following Esau, and the rest of the nations. And with that, I'm going to close it out, because there's no more really to be said. America's going to be destroyed. And all that peace shit that Donald Trump is pushing, hey, don't believe that, man. Because he don't really want peace. Hey, so with that, it was a real quick lesson. Lord, one of you Akim out there was edified. Hey, shalom.